My name is Maria. I'm 27 years old. I was sexually abused when I was 14. I was raped by a stranger. Barnahus saved my life. There I met my therapist, Toppa. And now I'm a happy mom with my 8-year-old son, and I live with my sister. I don't know how she did that. I really don't know. Barnahus and Toppa changed my life.
The main mission with Barnahus is having all services that the child victim needs under one roof. So the child comes in and all the professionals come to the child, but not the other way around.
What we are doing here in Barnahus is that we are interviewing children who have been abused in some way and using special technique. We help the children to disclose in a one interview, and in that way we think that we are serving all children, vulnerable children, in the same way.
When a child comes to Barnahus for the first time, they go through a forensic interview, and if they disclose about some kind of abuse, they can also get therapy here in Barnahus. So in this particular house, they get all the service that they need.
We changed our law, the child protection law, now this year, and we are also doing exploratory interviewing children where we suspect that the child might have been physically abused or witnessing in a domestic violence.
In this new law, it is mandatory for the child protection to refer children, all children, to Barnahus if there is a suspicion of violence.
The child always comes first, so that's what we're trying to do here.
It was a police case, of course, and I had to go to the police station in my statement, to tell my statement. But now here, it's done here now, in Barnahus. My second trauma was the statement at the police station, because it was traumatizing, because I found like he was like, were we drinking and everything like that, and I was just a child thinking, whoa, it was my fault. I still remember the policeman and the environment I was in. It was judgmental because the policeman didn't know how to talk to a child back then about this. And it was horrifying. I said, I'm never going to talk again about this. I was really alone at this time. And then I was finally sent here, and I was really broken back then. Barnahus saved my life, and there I met my therapist, Toppa. I finally let her in, and it goes up from there. That's why I'm sitting here today.
I'm going to show you the interview room.
It doesn't really feel like an interview room.
No, well, that's the meaning by it, to have it cozy. And we do everything to help the child to feel as good as they can. And in this house we also have this medical examination room, and we have our medical team coming in every other week if needed. So here are the therapy room, and which we use, it's mostly for the younger children. We have sand therapy, where they can play. And we have the dollhouse.
Yes.
And they can use it to reconstruct the situation when the abuse happened. So as you can see, we have cameras,
Yes.
and microphones, and then this earpiece, which we have in our ear,
Yeah.
so that the judge can ask our questions
Yeah.
straight to our ears. If you ask a direct question, try to open it up.
Yeah, yeah, for the child.
Yeah.
I've been presiding over 100 cases. I mean, I have learned a lot. This is a court session, and this is the opportunity to let the child do only one interview. Does not have to come to the court in a courthouse. It is here in a child-friendly situation. Usually, a very few days after it happened.
And when we're dealing with children, it's so important that we have people that have knowledge about children's like cognitive development and so on, conducting the interview. So a child that is 8, is he or she can she possibly tell us when something happened or why, for example, to know what we can expect from children in the different age group is very important to have that knowledge. So I think it's a very positive thing to work together in a close relationship like we do here.
My strategy when I do the interview is that I let the expert finish the interview. I do not intervene with the interview until at the end. And then I let the others, the lawyers, the prosecutor, the defense lawyer, ask questions, and I forward them through a microphone to the expert.
And when we are doing these interviews, you have a judge, you have defense lawyer, you have the police, you have children's protection services. Everybody is working together at this. We all have the same goal.
We are trying to get the truth by using those facilities. Experienced interviewers, and we believe that we are hearing the truth from the child.
I'm so certain that by using Barnahus we are getting the best results. We're getting the best and the rightest testimony from children.
When they come in first for the forensic interview, they are sometimes anxious and really don't want to go with us into the interview room. And because it's difficult to talk about those things, but afterwards it's a relief when it's done, and after that they can, go to therapy and build themselves up.
Well, if I would do a forensic interviewing and the child would need therapy, another therapist would do the therapy, because it can be hard for children to disclose. So it's important to get a fresh start with a new therapist.
I don't know how she did that. I really don't know. I was such a bitter teenager back then, and she just... I really love that she... I gave in and she helped me, you know. She is a blessing. Being here literally saved me. I would have never gone through this with anything else. I really do believe that. I am happy most of the time and everything because of Barnahus. And I know if there was not Barnahus here, it would be a different story, really different story.
I think it's very important for everything to be under one roof, because it gets easier every time to come here. Maybe coming here for the first time, doing the forensic interviewing, it's quite hard coming to a new location. But then they have to come to therapy afterwards. It's easier because they know their surroundings, they know how it works. They sometimes ask, especially the little ones, they ask like, where is your room? Can you show me your room? Because it just looks like a normal house.
This place is just like a second home. It really is. Okay, you come here because of a bad thing, but you come out here as a new person.
I think you could say that coming to Barnahus is life-changing for many children. The day that they come here, the abuse is in most cases over, so it's a fresh start for them, a new beginning. So it's definitely life-changing for them to come to Barnahus. That's kind of what makes the job here as lovely as it is, to be able to see them, get their strength back?
I would recommend for the Netherlands to establish a Barnahus as soon as possible, because it is in the best interest for the children.
I would say don't hesitate to use this system. It is child-friendly and everyone will benefit from it, especially the child, the legal system, and you judges. You would not regret introducing this system to your country.
Well, my message to my colleagues in Netherlands, if you're thinking about making some amendments to your system, is the questioning of children has to be in such a way that we are getting the most accurate and the truest testimony. When you're the police and you come to a crime scene, what is the first thing that you do? You put a rope around the scene because you want to protect the scene. And that's the same with the memory. When something happens, you want to have the freshest and the best account of what happened. And you don't want to contaminate the scene, which is the memory. So having a place like this where the child can feel safe and at ease and give their best testimony, that is so important.
Through all those years I've been working in that field, I think my recommendation would be step out of your silos and work together. Put all your knowledge together, aiming for what is best for that child. In that way, we can help the child to be good citizens in the future.
I think Barnahus has a very beautiful meaning to them. It's not a bad place. It's a warm and welcoming place, a house full of people who are willing to help children to feel better.
It's nothing better than Barnahus for children. If you're going to help the children in your country, this is the way. It really is this way. It's the best way. They come out strong. And you need it. You really need Barnahus.